behalf of myself and the entire team, I wanted to start off by thanking Coach Vanessa, Matt, and Cassandra. Without your constant support and encouragement, it would have been nearly impossible for us to achieve all that we did. I want to thank all of my teammates, parents, and everyone else who stood by us this winter for making this such an incredible 2021-2022 season. Also including Olivia's mom for taking and uploading pictures, all the families that hosted dinners, Ms. Forget and Mr. Carter for managing all of our social media accounts, and Ms. Davenport for organizing the banquet. In addition, I wanted to especially thank my parents for the constant support, hard work, and time they sacrificed to ensure my happiness within my life revolved around sports. I'm honored to have been a part of this team and to have had the opportunity to lead such a great group. I can confidently say that we were able to prove those who doubted us wrong this season. No one expected anything out of us. Every player on this team made a difference and played their role, whether that was in a position they initially planned on taking or not. As we like to say, we started in the basement. Based on whether we improved or not, we would keep building on the house or something might have collapsed when we moved back down. There's no doubt that we improved immensely from the beginning to the end of the season. We came out strong and used that to our advantage, letting it take us as far as we possibly could in the state championships. Adding to improving as a whole, each player developed and reached a goal that we created at the beginning of the season. Coach Vanessa held discussions with each one of us, where we all created personal goals. The coaches provided their input on these goals and made it their goals as well to help us reach ours. Throughout the season, we would meet with the coaches one-on-one to follow up on our progress. We then got the opportunity to share our goals with the team to broadcast our improvements and success. I'm extremely proud of everyone as we're all so dedicated to improving and always pushing one another to do the same. We overcame several obstacles this season, including sickness, COVID, and injury. No matter what problems arose, we kept persevering and never gave up. With last year's circumstances in mind, we wouldn't let anything ruin our season. Our team has so many players who recently picked up hockey or have not been playing for long, but our heart and unity, all of us working towards a common goal, is truly what led our success, not our experience or amount of time we spent on the ice. We are a family, and personally, this is what made this season so special. 3 years ago, I made a decision that changed my life. I was luckily given the opportunity to pick up a sport that I now love, hockey. I'm extremely grateful because if it wasn't for my friend, Sarah D'Souza, whom some of you might know, I would not be playing hockey. In fact, she gave me about 90% of the equipment, which allowed me to start playing. I thought I could skate, and I could. However, I first stepped on the ice at a captain practice, and down I went. I looked like I had never put skates on my feet before. I was extremely embarrassed, but was so determined to get better. I knew no one as I was the only one from Crumlin at the time, but the Mount Girls were so welcoming as I felt comfortable instantly. When I couldn't skate and was completely learning how to shoot, along with every other aspect of the game, I was always supported by everyone, which I could not have appreciated more. Looking back at it, it's unreal to think about how far I've come and how far others around me have come as well. This team was not divided by freshmen, sophomores, juniors, or seniors. We were a solid unit. I do not doubt that we will all cherish each other and all the memories of being teammates. Now I would like to give a few words about every player illustrating their significance to me and this team. So starting with the best goal in the state, probably even country, Grace. You're an absolute brick wall, and I'm so happy that I got to play with you these past 3 years. Every game you saved our butts, and honestly, we couldn't have made it as far as we did without you. Grace appears shy until you hear her in the locker room and talk about her extreme love for tacos. Taco socks that you wore to almost every game define this. It is so outrageously strange that you dislike chocolate. I'm so delighted to say that we got to be co-captains this season and work together to lead the team each day. Good luck at St. A's next year, and I can't wait to see your progress with hockey. Next, Brooke. Your random comments in the locker room always find a way to make people laugh, whether you are being serious or not. We hope your defense where you always led and made people aware of their defensive side of the team. You always made sure the defensive team were aware of what we were doing or what to do instead. I'm so sorry for giving you that concussion during practice.
Thanks, Matt.
Just joking. Our seniors, you're here to shine and to lead this team to what it can improve to. Leah, your intensity, power, dedication, and hockey IQ is what made you special this season. You always work so hard and never give up to make sure you are playing to your full potential. Good luck next season. I can't wait to see how many goals you score. Rachel, the girl that shows up 5 minutes early for practice, but somehow is always ready. You always work so hard on the ice and are always determined to get the puck. You always skate to the puck and run exceptionally fast on the ice. I've enjoyed these past couple of years playing soccer and hockey with you, and I wish you the best of luck in the future. Ava, with your figure skating skills, it amazes me every single time I watch you skate. Either that is in practice or games where you do spins to not fall. I could watch you honestly skate for hours. Since last year, you have grown so much as a hockey player that you skate to the puck and aren't afraid to skate into a play. I never thought you would have gotten so many penalties. Do not pop any more car tires. Spencer, you are never afraid to speak your mind and are always willing to skate on the ice. You always work so hard to improve and always communicate with your teammates. You are scarily obsessed with gummy bears, but you have a bright future ahead of you with hockey. Xander, I'm so glad I got to meet you this year and play hockey with you. You always bring energy into the locker room and are willing to take on any position as you are center, defense, and wing all at some point. You always make sure everyone is okay and are always an outlet for anyone who needs it. Sasha is not in here, but I'm so happy I got to play with you this year, and especially for your first year of hockey ever. When you joined with one of your good friends. Even though she decided to not play, you have stuck with it and have completely grown as a player. You are extremely nice, and I hope maybe they can get you to talk out of the locker room corner more often. Olivia S. You recently started hockey and always worked so hard to keep improving. Your ability to make people laugh and smile is what makes you special. Even with the immense breathing problems you deal with because of COVID, you overpowered and still played because we really need you to. Olivia Marku. There has not been one time I've seen you give up on the ice, and your heart for other people is what makes you you. It's really cool to see how so involved you are with your school and the number of activities that you partake in. Sophia. It was a pleasure being able to play with you these past 2 years, and it was amazing to see how far you've come. With field hockey, you completely knew how to use a stick, but obviously skating was difficult. You did not let this affect your game ever, and were always extremely smart on the ice. You were never afraid to ask questions when you were confused, so you always knew if you were doing was correct. I wish you the best of luck in college next year and in your future. Lexi. Even though half the time you look like a sad puppy, you're simply the most kind-hearted person that wants the best for everyone. It's either quiet Lexi or the Lexi that won't shut up. I love playing with you and having you behind me on the ice. Nicole, at practice you work so hard to get better every day and always try to improve yourself. You were put in situations where you were uncomfortable, like on the wing, yet you never complained about it. You are simply so genuine and overall just so kind-hearted. Sarah, I can only imagine what you have faced and have been through. However, I am so happy that you have got the opportunity to come to Mount and hope to meet some of your best friends. The team was extremely lucky to have a goalie like you and are for next season. Lastly, to save the best for last, my best friend Allie. She decided to follow my footsteps and join the hockey team, where she also fell in love with the sport starting just last year. I'm beyond grateful I got to experience these 2 years of hockey, as the season was our last ever high school and RIL sport playing together. Allie brought so much energy to our team and lit up the room every time she walked into the locker room. She always loves to make people smile and laugh, and she is such a loving person and always makes sure people are not left out. You always made sure everyone tried to be involved, even those who were shy. You improved immensely as a player over these 2 years and didn't actually pass the puck backwards this year. I'm so happy and appreciative that we got to play hockey together and even be on the same line. Allie will be moving on to study criminal justice at Roger Williams University, and I can't express how much I miss you. As a proud captain of this team, moving on to my next step in my life, continuing my soccer career in academics of studying physical education, teaching, and coaching at the University of Dubuque in Iowa, I wanted to leave some special words of encouragement with everyone. A quote we always had hanging up in the locker room all season stated, "Watch your thoughts, for they become words. Watch your words, for they become actions. Watch your actions, for they become habits. Watch your habits, for they become your character." And this was always an influential quote that we used illustrating that is all mental and all starts in the head. I will miss you all so much. Thank you.